Hey yo everyone, I am Ignium, and this is the next episode in the Core Keeper playthrough, so let's get to it. But yeah, as I was saying before, you should, in a way, judge people by their appearances. Because, for example, there is stereotypes. Stereotypes is a funny thing. Because most people just go, oh no, stereotypes are bad. Are they? If it is used to, like, as a prejudice tool, sure, it is. Fucking hell, motorcycles outside. That's why I don't like fucking recording things in the morning during daylight. Ugh. But yeah, stereotypes, they're not exactly a bad thing, because a stereotype tells you it's like, for example, some kind of common sense. A stereotype exists because that thing happens so often that it became like kind of a story, like an embedded story, embedded like common sense. And there's the difference, as I said, when stereotypes are used to discriminate people and shit like that, and that is like how you use stereotypes in a bad manner. But stereotypes per se aren't a bad thing. It is a very useful tool that allows you to go through like social life and shit without having to think too much, because most of the time those stereotypes are true. But it is not an opinion that most people take lightly, because most people think just, oh no, it's a stereotype, it's a bad thing. Is it really? As I said, if it is being used to discriminate someone, yes, it is bad, but so is like everything. For example, guns. Guns are bad. Guns kill people. But do they? Does a gun by itself kill someone else? I don't think they do. A person wielding a gun kills someone else. The same gun that can kill an innocent people can be used to protect like those same innocent people. So, you know, there is a nuance to things. You can't just go, oh, stereotypes are just completely all of the time bad. It's just, meh. That is a very shit way to see things. What should I do? Let me eat that shit. Less bread. I think I didn't need to eat all of those, but still. But yeah, you should, as I said, you should judge people by their appearances. Unless you're doing it in a manner that denigrates them. For example, as I was given an example in the last... Like, I was given an example like previously. When you can judge, like, not only a woman, but a man as well. It's just like, regardless of person. You can, regardless if your preference in dating or whatever the fuck. You should judge other people by their appearances if you're looking at them in regards of dating shit. Wait a second, isn't this the same for... Oh, the moment I hatched, it stored it inside and then moved this one to the... Oh, I see. That's why I wasn't understanding exactly. Physical range, damage, and dodge chance. This one has... range damage? Oh, but this one is in percentages. Oh, this is just attack. So this one has a chance to apply poison on hit, which is very good. Targets pierced by projectiles, good as well. But this one seems to be ranged as well. And I presume he has a ranged attack. Oh, it's a moth. Pharaoh moth. Interesting. Plus 2 chance to on hits to deal triple amount of damage. 10% critical hit damage. That seems to be interesting, and at the same time, just not that much. For now, we're just gonna keep the one we have, although I'm quite sure that I have another egg somewhere else that I could hatch. But yeah, these controversial... Sure. These controversial opinions... Oh shit. I think I forgot to use these things. I don't care, this one is better. What about you? 2% melee damage every time an enemy's hit, stacks up to 2 times. 2% chance on melee hits to increase melee attack speed by 50% for a short duration. But then it's just like 2% chance. But this one stacks 2 times. It could be that with next things it stacks to more times, but still. Both are 2% chances. One increases the damage. No, this is not a chance. This is guarantees. I forgot that I had chosen that one. Yeah, it was meant to choose this one instead of this. I just now need fucking 2. Oh, I forgot. I was going to look into how to fucking, what is the word? How to get these like coins, these fucking things here easier, because I hadn't looked as much into wikis and shit for this game. As much? No, not at all. This is good. So, yeah, controversial opinions, man. It is a problem. It is a problem because I am the way I think about things is in that will sound weird if I think about it. Now that I think about it. Because I was going to say the way I think about things is by thinking, and then it's just like sounds weird. But the way I go by in life is by trying to find reason in things that most people don't want to think about. These days it's kind of easy because there's way too much shit that people don't want to deal with. Where is this soil? You go there. Because these days, like, there's the whole thing about wrong speak and shit like that. It's just, I don't care about this shit. If something's right, I don't give a fuck. If something's wrong as well, it's just like, it makes no fucking sense. This one I don't use. I need to reinforce this one. Coral woods can stay back. So I am kind of if I remember seeing something about 7 types of people and shit like that, and one of them is like the sage, which is like the person who thinks like a lot about things, and most often than not is thinking about shit that people are not thinking or don't want to think about because it is like controversial or whatever the fuck. Well, that's me. That's basically me. I don't think that if society doesn't talk... No, I think that if society doesn't talk about certain things, those things start becoming common, and then like shit becomes worse by the day. Don't I have galaxite somewhere? Anywhere? Oh, I remember. Galaxite is up here. It's being stored in here. Why aren't you... Oh, you're grabbing. There we go, bunch of galaxites. It is one of the reasons why I like... can I place all of them at the same time? No. It is one of the reasons why I like stand-up as much as I do. Because stand-up pretty much does that. It questions society. It makes people like see things in a manner that they wouldn't see by using humor. I need to fucking put a feeding trough in there. I think I didn't even make one. Feeding tray. It's not trough, but trough is like the proper name, if I recall. There we go, buddies. Let's place a thing in here and you can eat, even though there is no food in it. You can place anything? Let me see. What we'll place? Possibly mushrooms, because we have a fuck ton of those. I need to try and set some farms. I'm quite sure that I can, for example, place like the grounds, like these kind of grounds in here, in that room, and then put some traps in it, and then place those things in there and just wait, and then the guys spawn and the traps kill them, and then eventually get in there and grab all the items. I think it should work, because these things like literally spawn enemies, as with the slime pads and shit like that. I'm quite sure that that's how you do it. Oh yeah, I need to get the mushroom things. But yeah, stand-up comedy. It is a very good tool to question society. It's very, very good tool. We're going down back there again. I'm not going to bring a recall either. Hopefully this time we managed to find... Although, what exactly was I going down there to search? Oh, I recall seashells by the seashore. Because I wanted the seashells so that I could craft the scanner that detects where the... Fucking... That detects where the boss is. Yep, that was it. So yeah, people need to talk about things. Like, I fucking hate, for example, the fact that I speak so much about so many concepts and ideas and shit. It makes me fucking pissed when someone says something about, oh, you speak too much or whatever the fuck. I'm just like, fuck you. That, in the same way when because I speak too much, most of the time when I send a text to someone, it is like a bunch of text. It's just like a fuck ton of wall, as they say, a wall of text. And so many times throughout my life, I've sent, like, for example, in groups at work and shit. Every single time there was a moment in which someone just said, oh, dang, here we go. Look at the wall of text, I'm not going to read it. The only thing that I can think is just like, well, you're dumb. That's it. You're literally announced to everyone that you're dumb. That's literally it. There's no other reason or excuse for it. You just announced to everyone that you're fucking dumb. They're incapable of reading. Incapable of reading. I don't know why I fumbled those words in there. Because it is, I mean, what's other, like, for example, if you are a good reader, if you are able to think about, like, other things, concepts, ideas and shit, like, without any issue, why would you be scared about a wall of text? You wouldn't, right? I mean, I've seen video essays, for example, that lasted 7 hours. Straight, non-stop. Yes, sure, I watched it in times 2, sure, but there's the whole other skill about being able to understand everything being said, like, twice the speed. Regardless. I don't see that as a problem of, like, when someone says, like, oh, it's too much text, I don't want to read this, it's just like, maybe because you're dumb, I'm sorry to, like, tell it to you, but it is very likely that you're dumb. Dumb, stupid, whatever word that could describe that kind of behavior. But it is indeed. I mean, there's no other explanation. The person might say, oh, but I'm going to be losing my time. But I most of the thing you didn't say wasn't important. It's like, how do you know? You didn't read it. If you don't read when someone sends you a bunch of texts, I presume that you go through your life by not reading things. It is very likely the type of person, like, if a person, like, can't read, I don't know, yeah, I don't think 500 words are too much. Is it? Is 500 words too much? I mean, I can give an example at this point. Let's say, like, 100 words. If a person thinks that 100 words in a text message is too much, what the fuck happens when that person opens a book? What exactly happens when the person opens a book and looks at the page? It's just like, does his brain melt? Does it start, like, leaking through the ear or something like that? Just like, makes no sense. Why would... It's just like... So yeah, this is mostly to explain how I fucking hate when people... it's possibly related to the autism in a way. Because one of the things I listen in these videos, it is not easy to see that, but I listen a lot to what people have to say. It is one of the things that I like to do. I like to do a lot. So when it's my turn to talk, I want to be listened to. So one of the things that I hate most is when people are not willing to listen to me. And I don't exactly... It's not in a forced manner as well. It's not like, oh, you should listen to me. It's just like, I gave you the benefit of listening to what you had to say. Why the fuck aren't you doing that the same to me? It's like, that is completely unfair. And it goes to... Looks like there was a big guy. Okay, it works. It's just like fucking bullshit. And then this reminds me of a situation. It happened like a long time ago. Possibly around 6 years or something like that. My girlfriend back then, she said to me that she found it unfair the fact that I could win logical arguments against her whenever we argued about something or whatever, or even like in regular conversation. She told me as if I was the problem, that I was able to win arguments against her. And I was just like, wait, what? How is that my problem? How is this like my fault? How is it my fault that you aren't able to like win logical arguments? I can't... There's... How is that my fault? And it's been like this through all my life. I can see how me rambling about this shit can be boring, but thing is, I'm not doing too much in here. Are you a good guy? You're not. Yeah, you're not. I don't think you are. Can I interact with you? If I touch you, will you fucking annihilate me in a single touch? You're not attacking me though. Yeah, he's a good guy. I can't interact with him though. But I'm quite sure that I'm going to accidentally hit him. But yeah, through all my life, it is one of the reasons, like, now, if you've been watching me, like, for a long while, you might have noticed how shit. One of those big guys again. How I'm not exactly afraid to say that I'm smart or whatever the fuck, which is something that I didn't do for most of my life. Most of my life I pretended to be like dumb. I remember back when I was studying, this started back at school. Because I started noticing that most people only got close to me because they wanted to get like better grades at school. And then as I noticed that, I was just like, why the fuck are people just like talking with me when there is an exam or there's like something, homework or whatever the fuck? Why don't they talk with me at normal times? Like during the class or whatever the fuck? Or after class or whatever. Just and I started finding this weird. Mind you, I was like, what, 12, 13, possibly even less, I don't know. Which is the curse. Oh, fucking, I forgot, I was too close. It is the curse of being autistic. You are considered too mature for your age when you are a kid, and too childish when you are an adult. So yeah, by then I just noticed that people just were around me because they wanted something. And at that time I was like getting good grades. So I started like not like pretending that I was dumb. Is this wood? For a second I thought that guy hit me. I started pretending that I was dumb, like taking... No. Oh fuck. Both places are bad. It could be the solarites could help with things, but who knows. I mean, it's a good thing that we found it. But I started like behaving as if I was dumb, as if I wasn't as smart as I am. I mean, mind you, I don't think that I'm super smart or whatever the fuck. Just like a little bit above average. just a little bit over the curve. It's just because there's the whole thing about intelligence is not wisdom. Most people confuse those things one another. Intelligence is your capability to it's the speed at which you can process things and the capacity to use the things that you know. Wisdom is the amount of things that you know and understand about. Like, for example, an intelligent person is able to learn shit faster, but it could be that they can't store as much things in their brain or whatever the fuck. So they're able to learn shit faster, but they might not be able to keep those things in their mind, which is mostly what I am exactly. Kinda, not really, because there's a bunch of shit that I remember something. Mostly useless shit. Boy. So yeah, it is, for a long time I pretended that I wasn't smart. And it's an ill thing. Like me stopping, like, pretending that I'm dumb. It's just like, I got tired. It's like, I got tired of pretending to be someone that I'm not. And it mostly happens when I discovered that I was autistic, like, I think 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. I think it was 2023, I guess. Very hard to remember. My memory with dates is, like, completely broken. So yeah, when I discovered that I was autistic, it's just like, yeah, you know what, fuck it. If people don't like it, fuck them. It's a very good... Okay, that guy can take a beating with the shield. It's just like, why? Why pretend to be someone you're not? So I just like gave up. I'm just like, yeah, fuck him. If someone doesn't like him, fuck him. Don't care. But just like, I've heard a lot how I am presumptuous or how I am full of myself. Just what the fuck am I supposed to do? If I know that I'm smart, like, it is also sad in a way, because I don't recall ever meeting someone to whom I could talk in the same manner that I can talk with myself. That would be able to process, like, the things that I say and the ideas that I have at the rate that I have in the same manner. Never did. That is weird as fuck. Most of the time I'm just talking to people and just thinking like, ugh, really? Which isn't... It's not in a oh goddammit, I have to talk with these plebs or something. It's just like, ugh. It also only happens when I'm trying to... when people are misunderstanding the shit that I'm saying. Right now, for example, I'm quite sure that someone is watching this exact moment, or they probably stopped watching it because they thought, oh, this guy is so and so, and they just like gave up on watching it. It's very likely this is going to happen. Like, and with those people that are like, just goes, ugh, really? Should I lose my time with you now? It's just like, ugh, it's complicated. Or then when I'm trying to explain something to someone and then the person just says, nah, I think you're wrong. It's just like, how the fuck do you not see it? It's just like, it sounds so simple in my head, and just, well, how the fuck do you not see it? Do I need to draw for that person to understand what I'm trying to say? And yes, I understand how it might sound presumptuous and shit. It's just like, trust me, it's not. As I said, autism, all those shit around, big sense of justice and shit. It's just like, I don't think it would be fair to look at other people and there was a chest in there. Look at other people and then judge them because they're not me. It's just like, I know that I'm unable to think faster, and like, I know that my intelligence is because of the autism. I know it. If I wasn't autistic, it's very likely that I wouldn't be as things wouldn't be as they are. And there's the whole thing about humanity hating smart people and shit that I said in another video as well. Because humanity as a whole, and if you want to be hated, just show to people how smart or intelligent you are, how capable you are of things. People will fucking hate you like very quick. It is, I was reading some things about this, watching some things about this. For example, Norm MacDonald, I think, was a stand-up comedian. Arcane, Monk, Blind Foe, plus 57 max health, dodge chance, max mana, magic damage, critical hit damage, mana regeneration delay reduced by 20%. This seems to be very good, and it's level 17. It would be way better than the ones that I have, although it doesn't look like there's barriers. Oh, it's a monk, makes sense. But yeah, Norm MacDonald, he was a very smart guy. And he pretended that he wasn't, because well, at the times in which he didn't, people hated him. People just fucking despised him. And then he started like behaving as if he was completely fucking dumb and didn't know what he was speaking about. Mind you, you need to be considerably smart in order for you to pretend that you aren't. Because there is the whole thing about... it is one reason why dumb people don't know that they're dumb. Like, it's very likely that you yourself, at one moment, met a person that is, like, so dumb that you think, like, how the fuck does this person breathe without requiring, like, without assistance? And then you... The thing is, that person doesn't know. There's no way for them to know that they don't know what they don't know. Because you require a little bit extra intelligence than the intelligence that you have in order to recognize that you're not intelligent. There is a point in which from that point on you are able to recognize that you aren't as intelligent as you think. Which is like, as I said, I recognize that I am able to recognize that I am more intelligent than most people in the average, but I also recognize that there's a lot of shit that I don't know. Which is, like, most of the time I'm not going to say, oh, I am more intelligent than you, or some shit like that. This I don't engage in these kinds of conversations in regular day life. It's at this moment I'm saying about it because the whole subject is around it. So I mean, it wouldn't make sense if I didn't bring it, if I didn't talk about it. But it is not easy. Mind you, it's not fucking easy. There were a lot of times in which I thought that I would be happier if I wasn't how I am. That I would be way happier. Just by being a little bit dumb, a little bit more ignorant of things. Because it reaches a point where you look around you and then you see like so much shit that is wrong and that people are not even perceiving it. I remember like making points about things that people just went just like, really? I never thought about that. Just like, how could you not? It's like, it's so on it. It's just, it is. Sometimes I wish it was just like, it is the whole thing about, it's just, I don't think there is a single person that is autistic that at least once didn't came on their minds and they thought, I just wish I was normal. It's just like, it is something that I used to think about a lot. I just wish I was normal. It's fucked up world out there. Oh, fuck you. What the fuck you think you're doing? Did I put food for those fuckers? Ah, I forgot. Did I forgot? Half? No. Half. No. Half. No. Which but there we go. Half. It could be... no, it's not too much because they're going to eat as they need. I think. Is it going to... Yeah, it just shows the thing, you know. These guys are just starving though. Because they want to eat insects and don't have insects. I need to look into how to get those things. But yeah, man, it's not easy. Being autistic is not fucking easy. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I see you next time.